Okay, so today we have On the Streets I Ran by Morrissey from Ringleader of the Tormentors. So this one was requested recently, and good title again. And I don't know if this might be one of the last songs to have to react to off of this album, but anyway, let's get into it. Talk about it after. From the year 2006, I do believe. So yeah, let's go.
Into popular song, streets of wet black holes, on roads you can never know. You never have them, but they always have you. The day that you croak, it's no joke. Ooh, a working class face glares back at me from the glass. Streets I ran, turned sickness into unpopular song, and all these streets can do is claim to know the real you, and what if you don't leave? You will kill or be killed, which isn't very nice. Here everybody's friendly, but nobody's friends. Oh dear God, when will I be where I should be? And when the palm is set, Thursday you will be dead. I said no, not me, this cannot be. Dig up, take him, take them, take anyone. The stillborn, the newborn, the infirm, take anyone. Take people from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, just spare me.
All right. Morrissey, On the Streets I Ran, from Ringleader of the Tormentors. Once again, always enjoy that album cover. It's kind of simple, but I like it. I don't know. The darkness to it, I guess, the black and white, and then you have the blue popping out. But anyway, I don't know what that was, but oh my goodness. I love the urgency here. I love the energy from the get-go. I mean, the drums, the guitar, it's just, everyone seems so energetic and so frenetic and so fast, and here comes Morrissey as well. His voice, you can tell, you can feel the urgency in his voice. It's almost at times, it almost seemed like maybe he was having a hard time catching up with the band. But again, I just love the urgency in his voice and in the band. And again, talking about death here, I guess you would just say off the top too. And I mean, some of these lyrics are just so they're poignant. They're just absolutely Moz lyrics. I mean, that's, if you understand, I guess. But again, these are such Morrissey lines. I mean, this is such a Morrissey written track. Good Lord, the only way Morrissey can do this, the only way he can write a song, what's him. When some of these lines, I mean, some of them made me laugh again, just because of he's talking about himself. He's almost being a little bit self. What the hell is the word I'm thinking of? Self-deprecating. That's the word I was trying to think of. But again, it's just, and I always love when he does that kind of stuff in his lyrics. He kind of sometimes takes the piss out of himself, as you would might say. But it's a cracking song. I like. I've heard that word thrown around in the comments. It is a cracking song. Really. I just love the fast pace to it. And again, from the get-go, it just feels like I'm on edge just listening to it. I don't know what's going to happen next. And again, Morrissey just talking here. I just love the ending, how he got faster and faster with the lyrics. And talking about the newborn, the stillborn, the infant, something, whatever he said, people from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's just like, Jesus Christ, where's he going? But anyway, I really enjoyed that. And I got to talk about the personnel here again. I always talk about these people, but because I do it every week, but I do have to mention who was here again. So Morrissey, on vocals here, if you believe it. I mean, my God. Alan White on guitar and backing vocals. Boz Borer on guitar as well. Jesuit Bias on guitar as well. Again, maybe they weren't all on this track, but this is just from the album, personnel from the album on Wikipedia here. Gary Day on bass guitar. Matt Chamberlain on drums. And again, Matt Chamberlain, I just love his speed, his quickness. I mean, I say it all the time, but but it's true. And Mikey Farrell here, who was on, again, it sounded like there might have been an organ on this track, which it does say he for this album, he does piano, organ, keyboards, trumpet, trombone, percussion. He did a lot of things, but it seemed like maybe an organ here, either way, keyboards, piano, whatever the hell, he was on the keys either way. And he's just always such a vital part of Morrissey's band, on the songs he's on. Mikey Farrell, of course, Morrissey's had other people like Roger Manning as well, who's done, keyboard stuff for him. But anyway, Mikey Farrell here again is just so vital to the track. And again, I don't know, these guys always seem to come together and make such a good track anyway. But this one, again, just the fast pacedness to it, whatever the hell, they all had the same idea. They knew the urgency they had to go with, and they did it very well. So urgent. I can't think of another word to say. So it's frantic. I mean, you can just feel that we have to get somewhere faster. Something's going down. The story seems a bit. Again, Morris talking about, I don't want to go yet, all this stuff, and it seems like they did such a great job, matching his lyricism here with their instruments. But I do want to mention as well, obviously, I didn't really talk about it, but we're talking about fatality here, talking about mortality, identity, of course. And again, just the same thing Morrissey has always talked about, really, talking about the human connection and talking about authenticity, I would also say. Again, there's all these things come to my big fat head. But yeah, before I go right into these lyrics, but again, it just seems like Morrissey talking about these streets, these streets I ran, just looking for a place to go, a place to, be, as he says at the end there, talking to God or whatever, show me where I should be. But anyway, we'll get there soon. So with the first part here, a working class face glares back at me from the glass and lurches. So again, I feel like he's looking at the mirror. And again, just this face lurches. That's a little bit scary. Anyway, forgive me on the streets I ran, turned sickness into popular song, which is a great line. But I do want to mention first, it seems like when he's looking in this mirror, whatever, the narrator, it seems like on the outside, he tries to put on a brave face or whatever, but on the inside, there's obviously a lot of turmoil, there's obviously a lot of, bleeding in a way, not actual bleeding, but a lot of personal struggles, whatever the hell. He's put on the outside is way different from what's going on the inside. He's trying to, put on a brave face or whatever. It's a big juxtaposition. There's a word for you. And of course, turn sickness into popular song. It seems like he's being a little bit self-deprecating there. I think I mentioned earlier, because he's basically, I would say, talking about himself. He's taken many different, he's talked about his emotions, talked about his depression, his mental health issues, all this stuff, and has put it in many different songs from the Smiths and in his solo stuff. So I just like how he kind of takes a shot at himself there. It's just kind of being real. And again, in a way, saying sorry for this stuff or whatever. Anyway, streets of wet black holes. And for me, I just think of potholes or whatever, which my city has a lot of. Oh, roads you can never know. You never have been, but they always have you. Again, this song seems a little bit darker than I imagined at the start. But anyway, the more I listen to it, the more I think about it. Whatever, I've only listened to it once there, but the more I look at these lyrics and stuff, it is kind of a darker song in a way, a little bit mysterious the way Morrissey delivers, especially this verse here. Till the day that you croak, it's no joke. And again, I don't know if Morrissey is kind of saying, "I've been down roads you can't even fathom," you don't know what I've been through. I've been through a lot, in that kind of a sense, where his tone has kind of changed and a way of talking about, again, I've been down some dark paths, whatever, but that's kind of what comes to my mind here. But again, talking about till the day you croak, it's no joke. Again, talking about death and mortality, all this stuff again comes to mind. Oh, working class face glares back at me from the glass and lurches. Oh, forgive me for the streets I ran. Turn sickness into popular song one more time. And all these streets can do is to claim to know the real you. And again, when he talks about this, I just think about living on the streets. I think about a bad place like, freaking Skid Row, whatever. I mean, if you're talking about like in LA or something. But again, just living on the streets and the tough situation that puts you in, and as he goes on, and warn, if you don't leave you will kill or be killed. Again, that kind of a situation also comes to mind, just living on the streets. And I don't know if that's as plain as it is as he's putting it here, or if there's a metaphor to go with it. But again, just talking about the struggles of living on the streets or running on the streets, whatever. It seems like he's running away from something anyway, metaphorically. Maybe it's death, but anyway, let me go on. I feel like I'm talking about a lot of different things when I'm not pinpointing one thing the song is about, but that's kind of the struggle I'm having here anyway. But anyway, which isn't very nice. Yeah. And warn, if you don't leave, you will kill or be killed, which isn't very nice. And I mean, yeah, kind of stating the obvious, I guess. Here, everybody's friendly, but nobody's friends. Again, he seems so kind of sly in a dark way here. Everybody's friendly, but nobody's friends. It's like, well, what the hell? Very interesting, intriguing, introspective lyrics here. A lot of words there. Oh, dear God. So this is where, he kind of wraps it up and he ramps it up as well. Oh, dear God, when will I be where I should be? And that's such a quintessential Morrissey line. Again, just reaching out to God, to a higher power, just reaching out to anyone who will listen. When will I be where I should be? And not even talking about, obviously, death here, I guess, because then he goes on to state his case to not die. But again, just maybe in life, talking about when will I have a lover, perhaps? When will I be, mentally where I want to be? When will I be a better person overall? This kind of stuff comes to mind. But again, he's just asking, he's pleading to God, when will I be where I should be? Again, just so introspective. I can't say it enough. And when the palmist said, and a palmist, I think of person who reads your palm, I guess, a fortune teller in a way. One Thursday you will be dead. I said, no, not me. This cannot be. And again, one Thursday you'll be dead. I guess it doesn't have to be, this coming Thursday, whatever. It could be a Thursday, you'll die on a Thursday. Maybe could be tomorrow, could be, 50 years from now. Anyway, I said, no, not me. This cannot be. Dear God, take him, take them, take anyone, the stillborn, the newborn, the infirm, take anyone. Take people from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I don't know if he has something wrong with Pittsburgh, or if he hates Pittsburgh, whatever it is, or if that's just a city he took out of a hat, or maybe he's just talking about it again, because I do know they recorded this album in Rome, and he's just saying, take anyone from a city that's so far away from me. He just doesn't care. He's just saying, just spare me. Doesn't matter who you take it from. Take them, a newborn, a stillborn, whoever it is. Take whoever else except for me. Just spare me. And again, he's begging for his life in the only fashion he knows how. And again, it's just so it's humorous in a way, I have to say, because he just sounds so urgent about it. He just sounds, I don't know, there's a humorous thing to it for me anyway. And again, just the whole Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania part was just kind of unexpected, but it kind of made me chuckle. But anyway, I guess that's all I got to say on this whole thing. On the streets I ran, really enjoy the urgency, the fastness, the quickness to it. Morrissey's, again, just frantic vocals in a way too. Seemed like he was just in a hurry. Everything was in a hurry here, and I enjoyed that. Kind of kept me on my toes in a way. And again, just talking about all this. Talking about death and mortality and trying to find your place in the world. Again, the whole point of when will I be where I should be? That's a big point of the song, maybe the most important line in the song too. And again, the little jab at Pittsburgh in a way. So anyway, I thought it was fun. So, and dark at the same time, of course. So anyway, I say anyway too much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. Really appreciate all the support. And I appreciate this request. I've gotten a lot of Morrissey requests here to go down the line. And this was another one. And like I said, this might be the last song I had to react from this album. But we will see anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching again. I'll talk to you guys again soon.